How's it going, boys? It's your boy Brad coming at you with something that I actually haven't done in quite a while. And as you noticed, the name has changed a couple times. Porter's X2 is back, baby, and coming in with our brand new episode of it is my boy Phantom.
What's good? What's up?
Now,
How you doing?
Phantom is someone that I've known for a while. He's been a part of Team Live and a couple other teams, I think. I think you were part of Motive and a couple other teams that I was also a part of.
Yeah, rip them.
Rip Motive. All right. Anyways, he's also a YouTuber. His link will probably be top of the description. I think your latest video the Valorant video.
Yes, sir.
All right. If you
I
guys
haven't
want to check,
uploaded in a week.
if you guys want to check out a video where it's just me screaming at Valorant, calling it a dog shit game, make sure to go watch that. Make sure to drop a subscribe on his channel. And we got some juicy topics for this podcast here. First of which, now I just like to ask you a couple questions since you are a new guest on the podcast. Now, is there anything you want to shout out? What do you want to say?
I guess just my YouTube. I'm starting to stream a little more. I'm trying to get back into it, but my main focus right now has been YouTube. That's what just my mind is focused on, just making videos. Yeah.
Now this is kind of more of how you doing with this whole coronavirus thing?
Dude, honestly, it's like good. Like it's good and bad. So so it's a weird story. So before the actual stay-at-home stuff started, I got sick, like
Ooh.
bad sick, and it was when this Corona stuff was just starting, and so I had to take a week off of work because I was that sick. And then after that, with our employee manual stuff, if you take more than 3 days in a row off, like randomly, you have to have a doctor's note to come in.
Yeah.
And then when I was done being sick, the stay-at-home order came, and my parents didn't want me going to the doctors, so I've been out of work. So I haven't had to do jack shit. So content-wise, it's treating me good and bad. I would say just I have the ideas and I have like the videos I want to make, but just having that energy is just it's been my hardest part.
Having
because
the energy to make the videos.
Yeah, having the energy. Like I sat down to record a video from, like I've told you previously, the Visitor Santa cleanup one.
Mm-hmm.
And I sat down. I got like 10 minutes in recording this, and I just was like, I felt like I was forcing myself to, and I was like, nah. I don't care if I have to wait another. I don't care if I like. For me, the thing is that I try to do a weekly schedule.
Yeah.
But if I feel that A, I don't have a good video idea, or B, I am forcing myself, then I'll hold off until I feel like I'm ready. Let's make a fucking video. Let's bang the shit out.
Another example of this. I just want to say this. Last night is when this podcast was supposed to be recorded. This man fell asleep.
Dude, I was late in bed, and I was just checking my Discord every once in a while, and I don't remember falling asleep, bro. I woke up and I was like, oh, that happens.
Right when I got on to text, right when I got on and text you, I was like, oh shit, he's offline. I know this man passed out. I know this man is not going to be able to do this tonight.
Yeah, that's my fault. But hey, may the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you. Are you a Star Wars fan, Phantom?
I know very little. I know I know most character names, or I would say probably at this point, probably 60%. I shouldn't say most, but the only movie that I can recall knowing is the Phantom Menace, I believe it's called. I love that movie. Yeah, I love that movie.
Chronologically first. Yeah, and then we have our boy Connor that just is able to recite every line, know every planet, every system. Fucking crazy how much. Like, I'm a Star Wars fan. I know a lot of the planets. I know about, I want to say, 85% of the lore with everything going on. But I'm nowhere near some of these super fans. Like, a lot of our friends that we know are huge super fans of Star Wars. I do love the movies. I've not watched any of the new ones, though. I think I've only gone up to episode 6. I still have to watch the rest of them. I'm hearing a lot of bad things about episode 9, mainly with some of this. Like, I hear that it has some of the best like cinematic scenes, but as to actual movie-wise and story-wise, it's one of the worst for that. Yeah. Simply because especially since Rey called herself a Skywalker. She's a Palpatine. If you didn't know that.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, she's Palpatine's granddaughter, and
Oh, nice.
she tries to say that she's a Skywalker. So anybody that says the lightsaber is Rey's, it's not, because she's not of that bloodline. Technically, it's
gotcha.
Kylo Ren, because Kylo Ren's a descendant of Anakin's grandson.
Wow.
But moving on from that, you and me have been playing Valorant a lot. We've been playing. I think most of our games have been together, or we've also been playing a couple of, like, solo games, whatever.
Yeah, I would say most of my games have been with you or a couple other people. See, the thing is, I'm okay with playing Valorant solo, but you get these dumb ass teammates, man. I swear, this like I was just playing a game where we 13, I think 3 the team. I was absolutely destroying. Not trying to flex.
Right,
and this dude was in a 1v1 situation, had low health, had 9 bullets in his chamber, and wouldn't reload. Bro, reload so you can spray. You're at like 10 HP. Like, it's so. It kills me.
One of the things I hate doing for that game is spraying, because yeah, you can learn the spray patterns, but it's not like CS:GO. CS:GO, the spray patterns don't change, and
yeah,
I know they probably don't with Valorant, but a lot of them feel like they change every time you use the gun, except for the Phantom. The Phantom and Spectre, I would say, are the 2 guns where I would say where I've learned those recoils. I've been able to master it. But like the Vandal, for example, the recoil is so sporadic that it doesn't go in a straight line.
Yeah, I only use those 2 guns unless it's the economy round. I don't use any other weapon besides the AWP.
Even though none of us can hit our shots with the AWP.
None of us can.
The AWP is so weird, because that's another gun where I don't know if you have. I'm pretty sure you and I have the same problem with this game, where we treat it like CS:GO. Well,
yeah.
The strategy wise, that's a good thing. You would think treating it like CS:GO would be the best thing to play, and strategy wise, it is. That's how I'm able to play Cypher as good as I can, because I'm used to playing like that in CS:GO. I'm used to stopping people from flanking. I'm good at that. You're good at pushing up. That's why when you play CS:GO, you always push the sites first. Like let's say we're on Mirage, right? Let's say we're CT. What you will do is you'll go to A site, you will watch Palace, and then you'll watch the lower ramp, and then you will, if you feel like you need to, you will push those and kill them. Now, if it's said that they're going A, I will either try to go behind them through their spawn and flank them myself, or while you have them stuck in Palace lower ramp, I will go to mid and stop any of them trying to rotate through mid.
Yeah, and it's like a good balance.
That's what makes that. I think that's what a lot of people don't realize, is that you need people that can push and you need people that can defend. But the 2 most important are people that can push and people that are able to stop the flanks. Because yes, you can defend, but if you're defending a site, it doesn't necessarily mean you're stopping the flanks. Because let's say you're on site, I think I can count at least 3 different flanks on a site. Yeah. Let's say someone is already watching Palace and ramp, and let's say you're on the stairs, like the stairs coming right out of the mid tons.
Yeah.
There's 3 different flanks. They can come at you through mid-tons, like catwalk mid-tons. They can go through Sniper's Nest, and then they can go through the CT spawn. There's a lot of different ways, and then that's why you need people like me, for example, that stop those flanks. And that's why ops are super powerful, because ops are used to defend but mainly stop flanks, ARs, SMGs, and a lot of people call it camping, Really, you're just locking down site. That's the point of any S&D game. It would only be camping if you're a terrorist before you plant the bomb and you're just sitting there.
Yeah, I don't count. Camping is a very edgy word, I guess, for me. It's like there's a fine line between like holding down a position and just blatantly just sitting in a corner the entire effing game.
Yeah.
Like,
which we've seen a lot of in Valorant.
Yeah. Like I was pushing up through A heaven to mid on I think it's called Split on Valorant, and I went up the ropes, went in, and there's a dude with a Spectre just sitting there in the corner. I mean, it's good strategy because the team's gonna rotate from A to B because the majority of the enemies are in B, so it's a good spot. But dude, why are you such a bitch, man? Like, come on. It's so annoying. Camping is just so annoying, man. You deal with it in all games, but it's just
Yeah, that's another thing. Going on this camping tangent. If you look at Call of Duty, there's that game's known for its campers, but I don't think it's been as bad as it has been for Modern Warfare. Yes, they've put out some stuff to try to deter people from camping, but there's still a lot of campers. I get it. If you're playing Warzone, not Warzone. Well, yeah, I understand camping in Warzone because you're trying to win. Any BR game, it's a play style. Now, me saying camping's a play style does not necessarily mean it's a good play style. For example, BR games, camping is a decent play style because that's how you win. If you're camping in multiplayer, let's say it's Shoot House and you're camping in the offices, you're just a piece of shit.
Yeah, you're just a douchebag.
Because, one, you're not helping your team at all because once people know you're camping in there, they're not going to start rushing it. You're not going to get any more kills. But let's say you're camping in Warzone, you wipe a team, chances of another team coming across there are very high because unless it's a bannable offense for teams to communicate with each other. So if they do, you can just report them. But for example, I got this clip with Cody. I don't know if I still have it, but I think it was me, Cody, Kyle, or it was either me, Cody, Kyle, or me, Cody, and Connor. We went to a buy station that was inside of like the shack, and we just camped that buy station. As soon as someone walked in, I
think it was me, you, and Cody.
It might have been, yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, because I remember you dying.
Yeah, I shot the RPG and killed them. I killed all three of them with that single RPG.
Yeah.
And they can't. Then another team shot me from the window because they got like a nasty peek on me.
Yeah.
But see, the games like that, you expect campers. Valorant, yeah, you expect them to camp, but you expect them to play like it's CS:GO. Where yes, there's a little bit of campers, but you don't expect them to be sitting in the same spot every game.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, another thing about Valorant, I kind of worried about was the skill-based matchmaking, but I honestly haven't noticed any in unranked, which is really nice. Because I get into lobbies where we've gotten into lobbies where people absolutely sweat their fucking dicks off.
Yeah.
And then you get into lobbies where like it's just about even, and you also get into somewhere like the one where I just had it, where I just basically 13-0'd them.
Where they were playing as our games.
yeah, basically. But I have yet to do competitive. I kind of want to do a YouTube video on that. I feel like that'd be a little interesting.
We can play competitive tonight if you want. I think I've done games. I might have to do a couple more under games, but
yeah.
But yeah, in terms of so you brought up skill-based matchmaking. Modern Warfare is a game that doesn't really need it. I get why they have it, but it's such a bad system that they have in place. Even Warzone has skill-based matchmaking, and that's been proven because there was a YouTuber that was trying to make this video. All of the sudden, because he had a bunch of other YouTubers, like I think 3 other YouTubers, it was a quad game. He had them in a lobby. A lot of them, since they are pretty popular YouTubers and they've been playing these games for a while, they have decent KDs, they have decent win-loss ratios for Warzone. They got put in games with Nade Shot, a bunch of other people from FaZe, a bunch of other people from 100 Thieves, a bunch of people from Optic. It was pretty much a scrimmage game without actually being an official scrimmage game. And they were trying to do a no-kill challenge, too. That was the funny part.
Oh, Lord. That's insane.
Yeah, and that's another thing. I don't think skill-based matchmaking should be in Warzone. Yes, I know there are people that are going to argue this because Warzone, people don't want to go against really try-hard players. But Fortnite was super successful, and they didn't have any skill-based matchmaking. The only skill-based matchmaking they had is when you did tournaments.
Yeah. Yeah, skill-based matchmaking is very. I don't like it. I like to be able to have the games where it's like Valorant, for example, where you have some games where yes, you get sweats, yes, you get in the middle, and then you get those games where you feel like you're the best player in the game. Like you need that nice balance, and I don't think skill-based matchmaking does that for any game, really. Besides ranked game modes.
Yeah, ranked game modes are the only good example of skill-based matchmaking. I think the 2 best that I can think of is Rainbow Six Siege's ranked and Counter-Strike's ranked. Because and Overwatch is ranked at 3 games. Yeah, Overwatch, Rainbow Six, and Counter-Strike's ranked play because if you're doing really bad, even if you're already in the lowest tier and you're doing bad, you're going to go against people that are also doing bad. If you're doing really good but you're still in that low tier, you're going to go against those players that are still in that low tier but also doing pretty decent. You're not going to have like these 3 crazy games you say. Let's say you're in CS:GO. You do 3 crazy games and let's say you stay at silver 1, let's say you got like 32. So a 15 KD. You're not going to go against these crazy people. You're going to go against the same, if not same people that are skilled as you or people that are still in that ranked. That way, unless they're Smurfs, that's the only way that makes this bad. But you're going to go against the people that are the same rank as you, so you're not getting deterred by winning so much. That's why people are reverse boosting in Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
You don't see a lot of reverse boosting in CS:GO or anything. That you see boosting, where a bunch of people try to win games and their friends are low rank because they're winning all these games. They start ranking up. Yeah, it's a scummy thing to do, but I think it's better than reverse boosting, because when that person goes off and plays by themselves in those higher ranks, they're going to realize that rank's not for them. They're going to end up de-ranking until they hit the spot where they belong, where they start winning, they lose. It's pretty much a 50-50 thing.
Yeah. The one thing I don't like about CS:GO ranking, and I really, really hope it's not like this in Valorant, at least what I've experienced, is where when I first got ranked in CS:GO as a Silver Elite Master, didn't play the game for months and months, so I got reset to a Silver 1, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the basis.
It is so difficult to get out of a like I don't know what to call it, a skill group, let's just call it. It's so difficult to get out of a skill group, but I feel like it's so easy to drop down below skill groups, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I've known people that were at Global Elite Master, the top rank of CS:GO, and they got put all the way back at Gold Nova 1.
What?
There was a couple of them that was able to get to DMG within their first game because of the ranked. It just depends on, first of all, how long. If you're gone for like a year, it's going to put you at Silver 1, because I think that's a good thing. Because you haven't played the game for a while. CS:GO is one of those games where if you haven't played it for a while, it's like a language. If you don't speak it for a while, you're going to forget a lot. The meta, it's not like the meta of the game changes a lot. The meta has pretty much stayed the same. They haven't really added any new guns. The only new gun that they've added is the R8 revolver. Besides knives, they can add different knives. It's not going to change the meta of the game. The R8 revolver is good, but it doesn't change anything. Now, if they were to add a new AR, that might change the meta, but it's been the same since like CS Source. Besides like you needing to buy ammo, because that was a big part of CS Source. But yeah, it makes sense for them to. But if you're only gone for like let's say you're gone for a month to 3 months, you should be able to stay in around that same skill group. If maybe drop a rank lower, but you shouldn't get put all the way back. Let's say from elite, whatever it is, global elite. That's what it's called. I know people in the comment section are probably gonna hate on me for forgetting what it's called. But you shouldn't go from global elite all the way to gold Nova 1. That's
ridiculous.
That doesn't make any sense.
Nah, because then you're just gonna play with a bunch of idiots.
Yeah, and when you play with a bad team, you could be the best player on your team. You can get a bunch of aces, but if your team is not putting in the same amount of work that you are, you're more than likely not winning that game.
Oh yeah, I've gotten into plenty of online games where like my team's dog shit, and I do the best on the team, and then we lose. It's like, even like when I play solo Valorant, I've had like a couple games where I'm like dropping 20, 30 bombs, and then my team's just ass, and then we lose. Because in the one, not to deter the subject, but the difference, and I saw this in a tweet, between Valorant and CS:GO is that Valorant is such more English. I don't know if this is gonna make sense. Such more of a team-based game than CS:GO, because CS:GO you can buy your Molotovs, your smoke grenades, your stuns, your flashes.
Everyone can pretty much have the same loadout.
Yeah, like you can get yourself into a situation, you can get yourself out of a situation. In Valorant, you need your team's the abilities and shit to all combine to get in and out of situations and gunfights. Like it's just that's the part which I like, since it's like new and adapting, or I don't know what the right word would be, but it's a change that I'm not yet used to, but I like because it makes me play differently than what I'm so used to.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that they got from Overwatch. That's why a lot of people are saying that this game is like Overwatch, because in Overwatch you have all these people with different abilities. Nobody really has the same ability. Everybody has a unique skill set. Everybody has their unique gun. They took the good things from CS:GO, well, some of the good things, such as weapon, recoil pattern. They changed it a little bit, which makes it a bit difficult. And then they took good things from Overwatch, as in different equipment, different players. You can't play as the same player. I wonder if they'll add a game mode where you're able to play as the same character. That might be fun. But
true.
They put all of those together, mixed it up, maybe threw a little bit of TF2 in there. I don't know, with wacky-ass skins. And they made a good game. And speaking of the skins in Valorant, like... These shits are expensive.
Dude, I did the math, or I didn't know you could individually buy skins from the bundle.
Yeah.
Bro, $50 for 5 skins? That's insane. And they're not even like I'm just gonna compare it to a Master Camo. It's not even like Damascus and from COD. It's like yes, okay. The ones from that got put into the shop today, I love. The red and silver.
Oh, the Lux collection?
Yeah, it's red and silver, bro. Oh my god, the knife. Oh my god.
The knife looks dope. The knife looks like a fucking throwing knife.
Yeah, but if it wasn't like $15.
Right?
The knife's like $15 and the rest of them are like 10. I'm like, dude, there's no way I'm buying this. It's so dumb.
And then even to, let's say you were to buy the Reaper collection, which is like the I want to say Omen looking collection, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You can buy you can buy those guns, but you have to upgrade them to get the cool effects. Now, in order to upgrade them, you need these certain Valorant coins. Not the same ones to buy the skins, they're different. I think you buy them with the Valorant coins. So you have to spend money on money to buy a different type of money.
It's insane.
That makes no sense. In CS:GO, at least they had it simple where you spend money to buy a key to have a chance to get a skin.
Exactly.
In my opinion, that makes more sense. Now, I'm happy Valorant doesn't have a gambling system, or case system as it's called.
Yeah.
Because they would get so much hate right now. Like,
oh my god, yeah.
You know what I don't understand is how CS:GO has been getting away with this entire gambling thing. I'm not gonna lie, I've taken a part of it. It's addicting, but as long as you're not addicted to it, you're completely okay. Like, you're not gonna like lose all your money. You if you're smart with it. And that's the case with any type of gambling. But
yeah. See, the thing of what I do in CS:GO, like for like gambling wise, I don't even gamble really. I don't call it gambling. Just whenever I get a crate drop, I'll be like, when's the last time I bought a crate? And if it's like more than a while ago, because I don't normally play CS:GO nowadays, I'll be like, you know what? It's $2. Whatever.
Yeah.
I haven't bought one in a while. Let me just buy it. I end up getting dog shit stuff because RNG, but it's just, yeah. I could see like how people can get easily addicted to just buying crates, buying skins, or buying keys. Because yes, it's inexpensive, at least for keys, but you buy 5 keys, that's $10.
Yeah, but
like, bam.
This is gonna mind boggle you. So you know how CS:GO hasn't really gotten hate for that, right?
Yeah.
How come they've been able to have that for years upon years? They've had it since before Call of Duty had their microtransaction system. And how much hate has Call of Duty gotten, especially Advanced Warfare? Because that's what started it, for starting this. People are blaming Call of Duty for starting this entire thing, when in reality it was CS:GO. CS:GO is one of the very first games to implement. Now, I know if you guys watch my channel, you know I talked about this a lot on the Friend Zone podcast. That's a podcast ran by Cody, Connor, and Kyle. I have them on my channel under the lads section. You can go click on that. But one of our big things we talked about was microtransactions. So I don't really want to get too much into that, but I do want to talk about it a little bit. Call of Duty is blamed a lot for their microtransactions when not even CS:GO, but games like TF2 too. Any Valve game that has microtransactions are 10 times worse than the Call of Duty games with microtransactions.
Yeah. I don't understand why or how they've gotten away with it. Oh,
What?
did my computer just go to sleep on its own? Okay, there we are. I'm back. My computer just fell asleep.
No.
But yeah, I don't understand it. Like like I know back in the not even back in the day, like
Back
probably
in my day.
back in my day, nah, like maybe 6 months ago to a year, the whole I think it was T Martin. Who did the whole gambling thing?
It was probably
It was
Team Martin. I only remember that because Ray Guns' video on him.
Yeah, it was T Martin and someone else, and it was this huge like scam that like I don't even, dude. It's just like, and then it like obviously like kind of diminished because everything diminishes. That's drama, but like it's just like it like happens and it goes down. It happens and it goes down. It's like, bro, when is there gonna be the day where it's like, hold up, you know?
Right?
It's just insane.
Yeah, I don't understand how a lot of these. I'm not like I'm saying I'm not against it. I've taken part of it. This is not me being hypocritical in any way. But some of the things that these companies are doing, I don't understand. And I know microtransactions. Let's say it's Infinity Ward or Treyarch making the game. Like let's say one of those two are the developers. It's not their fault. A lot of people blame the developers. It's Activision or any of the publishers. It's their fault. Because in order for them, they pretty much say, if you want us to publish your game, you need to put this in there. That's what they did with Candy Crush too. That's the reason why you have to pay for plays in Candy Crush, which is
Candy Crush.
Yeah, isn't that weird to think about? A publisher that published a bunch of Call of Duty first-person shooter games published Candy Crush.
Wait, Activision published Candy Crush?
Yeah, Activision is their publisher, dude.
Oh Lord.
Same with, it's fucking crazy. They publish, they're the publisher for a lot of games, especially on phone. Anything that has to do with microtransactions. It's like I don't remember Unity. Unity is another big one, where they have a lot. Some Unity games are good, but a lot of Unity games are known for their microtransactions. Almost every Unity game that I've had on my phone has had a microtransaction in it, or some form.
A lot of developers are just money hoes, like.
And that's why I like Minecraft, dude. Like I know this is a weird thing to get into during the podcast, especially since we've been talking about Valorant and stuff. But Minecraft, the only one that really has microtransactions, and they're not even as big, is the Bedrock edition, because you can buy certain maps, buying skins. That's why I think the Java edition's better, because you don't really have to pay for anything.
Yeah.
And
I don't know what it is about Minecraft, but I love it and I hate it at the same exact time.
Why? Let me. Can I ask you why you hate it?
Just because, like, for me at least, in my experience, like, how do I word this? It's to me how I view it is I spawn into a world, I make a building, I go mining, and that's it. It's like the same stuff, but what I love about it is that you can make an underwater base, you can make a castle, you can make a fortress, you can make a city,
you can make a big old tower with some blue stained glass.
Like you can practically make anything that comes to your mind. Hell, people have made redstone calculators in that game. Mm-hmm. Like you can make anything. Not that I'm that smart enough to make everything, but just the idea that it's there just like it blows my mind. And I love the fact that it's like still popular, but not like overly hyped, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I completely agree. Another thing that I think is pretty cool is that with the note blocks, you can make pretty much any song that has those notes in it.
That is true.
I don't know if you watch any of the Vanoss Squad, Terrorizer. Basically, I do work. I don't know if you watch any of them. But Terrorizer made a whole ass doorbell with a song. I don't remember which song it was, but he got like 500K viewers in the stream while just building that doorbell.
That's absolutely insane.
Um,
Yeah, I used to watch their videos. I don't really watch them too much anymore.
yeah, they do a lot of Warzone content. That's the one that that got into the lobby with all the pro players. Like that's another thing I don't understand is when people do these scrimmages, before a tournament when they actually do scrimmages,
Yeah,
why don't they have dedicated servers for these scrimmages? Instead, they have to hope that they are put in the same server.
because the beats
Because
me. Didn't I mean
because
I hope they might improve on it. But what were you gonna say?
oh, I was just gonna say that also you're turning into a robot.
Oh me? Oh, that's hot. Oh yeah, I can see my voice. There we go. That was good.
There we go.
Oh
But once they are done with the scrimmage, they're able to put all of these people in the same server.
yeah,
Like that's another thing that I don't understand. And getting into the whole, you brought up drama. Have you seen anything to do with Tfue recently or Mr. Beast?
bro. Oh my god, bro. Literally, okay. I don't like to take sides, and tell me if I'm roboting again because my thing is going haywire. Um, I think Tfue is a complete and utter dumbass because the only reason I say that is because you have 30, I think it was 32 other people, all right, total, if I'm
Yeah,
correct.
something like that.
32 people. You have actors, you have TikTok stars, you have streamers, you have vloggers, you have all sorts of different people from all over social media. Not a single one, not a single one. 31 people did not stream that. And then Tfue decides to stream it. Like, why? And then he says, oh, 'cause I didn't know. Bro, come on. It's why would like that's stupid. Like, wouldn't you have to sit like if I
Robot.
was Tfue? Oh, that's
You've been kind of roboting this whole time, but it just got kind of bad.
hold on. Let me try to disconnect real quick.
And this is why we call him the bot, folks.
Is that better?
Yeah, it's all right.
All right. So, like I was saying, if I was Tfue, I would check if other people were streaming.
Yeah, I
Like he
don't
did,
understand how he did not get the memo.
like it's, and then he calls Ninja a pussy. Like, bro, what do you mean? Like,
This man, okay, so first, oh my god. Tfue has messed up his entire career. First, for having false allegations that FaZe was taking 80% of his income, which was proven to be false.
yeah,
Pretty much severing his connection with every FaZe member. And me being a big FaZe fan, I don't know if this really puts a bias towards it, but I'm trying to be as unbiased as I can. They did everything right legally to diffuse that situation. I think they did a great job. Banks did a great job. Yes, Banks kind of did. Like, he tweeted a lot, but that was because someone hurt him that was close to him.
yeah,
So I understand that. The organization itself was very professional with the way they handled it, while Tfue decided to be a little bitch in the corner and have Juke Squad, which is his brother, defend him.
yeah.
Juke Squad, if you ever watch this podcast, you are the biggest pussy that I have ever known. He's defended Tfue so I will come down to Florida and fucking fight him. I don't care. He has defended Tfue so much when he has to know that Tfue has fucked up at this point.
Honestly, like it's just I don't know.
Like
It's
it's so bad with the shit that he defends him with.
it kind of gets to an annoying point because like
Oh, sorry, go
Tfue
ahead.
doesn't even put up any fights. It's just his brother.
Mm-hmm.
It's just annoying.
His brother thinks. Not gonna lie, I used to watch Juke Squad's videos. His videos were pretty entertaining,
Yeah.
especially the Nelk Boy videos that he was in. but the fact that he's the only one with really a social media presence guarding Tfue, and everyone disagrees with him. No one agrees with you, Juke. No, but literally nobody, except for the few Tfue kids that have been with him since Fortnite. Nobody's on your side.
Yeah.
And especially, you didn't even bring up the biggest part with this whole Mr. Beast thing. He leaked Mr. Beast's number.
Yeah, like the leaking the stream code is one thing, but leaking Homeboy's phone number, like Mr. Beast is gonna have to get a whole new phone number. Get like it's just a mess.
I mean, I'm sure he has the money to do it, but
Well, yeah,
But like Mr. Beast is also another one that handled this super professionally. Now, I don't think we know what he did. I don't think we know if he's talked to Tfue about it. I'm pretty sure he cut off all connections with Tfue because, yeah, he's a very forgiving person. Mr. Beast is probably one of the nicest YouTubers that I've seen, like one of the most genuine people that I've seen.
100%.
But I think even after this, he wouldn't really have connection to Tfue. I wouldn't want connection to Tfue. He's one of the most toxic creators that I've known.
Yeah, it's kind of polar opposites, him and Mr. Beast.
What was that?
He's one of the polar opposites, him and Mr. Beast.
Yeah, exactly. Mr. Beast does his best to help out other creators. Tfue bashes other creators. And to go with this, I don't really know where I'm going with this, but yeah, Tfue. Pretty much the end of this topic is Tfue's just a little bitch.
I have one question to ask you though. It just came into my mind.
Yeah.
If you could join one organization, what would it be?
That's a very good question. I'm happy we can talk about this for a little bit now too. It's for me. It's a tie between. I don't even know. FaZe is a big one up there, but another cool one to join is 100 Thieves. Those are my two favorite, 100 Thieves and FaZe. I have both of their merch in my closet right now. 100 Thieves merch is kind of more comfortable. I'm sorry, FaZe. But for gaming, I would probably say FaZe. For social media presence or just being content creator, I'd say 100 Thieves.
I'm literally on the basic same page. I'm stuck between because I've been a fan of FaZe since like. Does it work now?
Yeah.
Okay. It keeps going green, red. It's really annoying. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't understand it either.
So basically, I've been a fan of FaZe since like I started gaming, basically online. But like I don't know what it is about 100 Thieves, but they just appeal to me if that's the right word.
Yeah, me too.
It's just like it's such a well.
Holy shit!
What?
That robot was so bad. Like it wasn't even like I could understand it. You started stuttering as the robot.
Damn. But yeah, it's just a well put together work.
Yeah, really. I agree. Now, it's not really FaZe's fault for the drama that they've had, especially with Tfue, but you don't really see that much drama with 100 Thieves. Yes, I think a couple people have left it to go to FaZe, but they did it in the most professional way possible.
Yeah, it's like Nick Merckx.
Yeah, Nick Merckx that's who I was thinking of. He did it super professionally, and then FaZe, 100 Thieves, the way they let him go was super professional. He left 100 Thieves to go to FaZe, right? Just so I'm getting this right. Yeah, he did it super professionally. Now, if it was Tfue in that situation, he would have been like, yo, I didn't even want to be a part of this team anyway. Fuck y'all, I'm going to 100 Thieves. Anyone that's toxic like that does not deserve to be on a team.
Exactly.
And we know a couple people like this. I don't think I'm going to name names, but there's a couple people that we know that have been in teams, have been kicked out because of their toxicity, tried to start their own team, didn't work out. And yeah, people can call me toxic, but the only reasons I've really been kicked out of teams is because I challenged their authority. That was one of the biggest things in zombie squads was. I know this is a while ago, but it goes with what I'm talking about. Zazu, I love you, but when you were a leader of zombie squads, and well, not even just you, it was Tyler and Jar Jar too. Yeah, there was some stuff that they did that I'm not holding them against it. I'm not holding it against them by any means. Like right now, I don't care about it. Like I said, this is just to go with what I'm talking about. They would do things that was really weird, such as kicking certain people out that were actually doing good. One of the biggest things that they did was that they demoted me, saying that they didn't really want any leads. I was the lead content creator at the time. And then Caleb told me about it. Caleb said that they were planning on making him lead content creator. So they were going behind my back to do that. So then I talked to them about that. Well, actually, he told me about that after like everything was done. But I told them that it was a bad idea, and then I challenged, like, they had some really bad ideas for how to run the team, and I told them, so I told them, like, hey, that's probably not that smart. And their reaction was, hey, let's kick this kid.
Damn, that's just rough.
And if you followed me throughout any of this, any team I've been kicked out of has died.
Yeah. I only like when you came to, this is gonna sound really weird, but I don't know how else to say it. When I first heard of you, it was when you were getting kicked out of Zombie Squad, and I was like, why is everyone so pissed off that this Brad guy got kicked from Zombie Squad? I had no idea. I was like, why is everyone so pissed off? Because everyone was pissed, dude. Like, it was insane.
The entirety of the small version of the zombies community, like, not the bigs of the zombies community, but the smalls of the zombies community was pissed.
They were pissed.
Hashtag justice for Brad, dude. And yeah, so then after I got kicked out, it didn't take long for them to die. And then I went to Fractured, got kicked out, they died. Yes, I know probably the owners, if they're watching this, are going to be like, hey, we're not dead. Yeah, I haven't heard anything about you guys for a while, so yeah. And both of these are teams that I made videos for and helped a lot. And then Fear Motive, I was the voice guy for. I was the commentator for. I'm pretty good at. I'm trying to get better at shoutcasting, which is different than commentating. Shoutcasting is difficult if you don't already know what you're doing. It's kind of like a skill. It's something that you already have. And I feel like it's something I can do. I just got to break out of my comfort zone and try it. But I was the voice person for him. I would commentate certain videos. I would do the intro. They kicked me out because... So, do you know why I got kicked out?
I don't remember now.
So, I think it was Banks. Not to be confused with FaZe Banks. It was like not Tony, but it was someone else. His name was just Banks. Yeah. So, I'm cocky. I'm a very cocky person. I have a very sarcastic personality. But I got kicked out first for something, and then they put me back in, and then I forget what he dared me to call him, but he dared me to call him something.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then I'm not a pussy, so I followed the dare, and then he blocked me.
Yeah, I remember that.
That is one of the pussiest moves. If you're watching this, Banks, fuck you, by the way. This is one of the pussy. That's why your team's dead. That's one of the pussiest moves I've ever seen a team do. And now, what do we know about Fear Motive? Nothing. I still have their shitty ass merch. The hoodie's dog shit. I know it's not really their fault, but Pegasus Apparel is one of the worst apparel companies. I do not recommend it.
Really?
It feels like they glued it on there. It's sticky.
Dang.
The Fear Motive logo is sticky. Now for hats, I don't know who they go through for that, but the hats are nice. I like the hat. The Fear Motive hat is actually dope. I wear it sometimes.
That's good.
It's a nice material, but the hoodie, dog shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't have a good ride with Fear Motive. It was iffy, man. I'm not gonna call anybody out because I don't know who's watching this. I don't want to start any drama after it's already passed. But a certain leader on Fear Motive, and I think you know who I'm talking about.
I think so.
I just didn't have agreements with him, and I was like, he was in multiple teams at once, and he said he was leading the team.
Is it that person that I put in our chat?
No.
Oh.
No. Higher up.
Yeah, I forgot he was even a part of that team. That's how irrelevant he is. This guy, right?
Yep. 100%. Yeah, so I just didn't agree, and he was kind of pissed off, and I was just like, bro, I'm not doing this. Like, if you're not gonna...
Owner of the team, by the way.
Huh?
Nothing.
Oh. I was like, if you're not gonna leave the other teams and put 100%, like, I get you're saying you're putting 100%, but we all know that's bullshit if you're in other teams. Like, if you're not gonna leave the team and put your all into this team, I'm just out. And he was like, I don't see the problem, and I was like, all right, peace, I'm out.
Yeah.
I was like, I had no problem leaving. He had it coming. Like, no hate to him because we haven't said his name, but he's just not a very
fellow Team Live member for a while.
Oh yeah, I forgot, dude. I forgot he's in Team Live, bro. Like, no cap.
Bro, okay,
Like,
I know he's not going to watch this video, and even if he does, like, this is all past shit. We don't really care at this point. Like, this podcast is not meant to bring up any drama. We're just talking about stories. So don't take it to heart, boys. But this man bought a Twitter account with 1,000+ followers. I clowned on him so much for buying it, and he hated me so much for it. Like, I'm pretty sure that's another reason why I got kicked out of Fear and why he didn't help try to bring me back, because he was the owner. He hated me for how much I clowned. That's not what you don't buy. That's why, like, 300 people, I think, unfollowed before he got back up. You don't buy.
And then he cried about it.
Yeah, and then he cried about it. You don't buy Twitter accounts. That's not what you do. What you do is you network your ass until you get to 1,000. Yeah, that's very difficult unless you know people. I've been stuck at 180 for a while. I don't have a lot of Twitter following. I have a lot of Instagram following. I used to have 3,000 followers on Instagram. Now I only have 500 because of an Instagram bug. But people that are owners of teams but still decide to be in other teams,
it's so dumb.
Make no sense. Have you ever seen the owner of an actual big gaming organization be a part of any other teams while they're in that organization?
Nope.
Exactly. Banks, not a part of anything. Nadeshot, not a part of anything else.
You know something funny? I was talking to, I don't know if you know who Hacticos is, but he's one of my IRL friends. Like, we go to school together and all that. But anyway, so I was talking to him and my sister about, like, the person that you just typed in the chat, and I came up with the nickname Cloud Chaser.
Cloud Chaser? That's what I call my boy Velocity. Velocity, we've had our differences. Yes, I am gonna name drop you. I don't think you care at this point. I don't care either. What happened happened. It's like I said, no drama is being brought up right now. If you decide to take it that far, I don't care. We've seen what that's happened. War to End All Wars was a great video. But he doesn't really own. I think someone else is the owner of. Well, he's co-owner, because one of my other friends, pretty close friend of mine, owns Fractured too. But Zach, when he was like the main owner of it, he was a part of like 3 different teams.
Jesus.
Team Worth and like 2 other ones. And then someone else that we know, I don't know if I'm gonna name drop him, but leader of Team Live. Let's just say that. If you know who he is, you know who he is.
Wait, can you repeat that? My computer went to sleep again.
I said the leader of Team Live. Now, I'm not going to name drop him, but if you know who he is, you know who he is.
Yeah.
This Team Live was supposed to be a big team. Well, not a big team, but it was supposed to be an actual gaming organization. It was supposed to be like an esports team. Yeah, that didn't happen, did it, Phantom?
No, I never really viewed it like that, to be honest. I mean, I don't know what the true intentions were, but like when I joined, that's not what you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, when it, like, let's say like a year ago when Team Live started coming back together again, it was supposed to be a group of friends, but like over the past couple of months, even he told me that he wanted to make it a team. That's why he brought me back. It didn't end up happening, and as soon as he said that it wasn't going to be, or as soon as he asked because I don't see it as a team either. At this point, I don't even, like, I'm not trying to start drama, but I don't even know if I see it as a group of friends because of some of the recent stuff that has happened.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like a home anymore.
Yeah.
I don't really know what to do about this because I still like a lot of the people that are in there. It's kind of a conflict of interest type of thing. I don't really want to get into that, but it was supposed to be a big team. Ended up not happening. And as soon as it didn't happen, he joined another team.
Did he join 2?
He joined 2? What's the other one?
It's on his Twitter. I don't want to.
Okay. I'll look at it.
I don't know the name of it exactly, but I saw the person tweet out about it, and then a couple days later tweet out about another one.
Even if you're a graphics designer, well, even if you are a graphics designer, the only time you should really stay with a team when you're a graphics designer is when you're getting paid. If you're not getting paid, then if you're on different teams, that's fine. But any other position in a team, you should not be in another team.
Yeah.
Now, yes, I was in Zombie Squads and Fractured around the same time, but I had 2 very different roles while I was in both of them. So I don't really know if whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much just team drama that I wanted to throw out there. Now we're getting towards the end of the podcast. We got about 10 minutes left. So I'm just gonna ask some questions that are kind of custom to the Porter's X2 podcast. And
all right, let's go.
You're a zombies player, or I know you don't know a lot of the story, but you're a zombies player.
Yeah, I've played zombies quite a bit.
Now, one of the biggest questions that I ask, because it's been a debate in the zombies community for a long time, there's one right answer and one wrong answer, obviously. Which map do you think is better? Which one's more of your favorite? Origins or Dreisendrach?
Dreisendrach.
All right, so you said the right answer. Good job.
I was just kind of repeating them in my head, but okay.
Wait, what?
I was just repeating them in my head.
Repeating what in your head?
I was just repeating maps, trying to think of them. But yeah, Dreisendrach.
Was Origins going to be your answer?
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it. All right, explain to me why you like Origins more.
I don't know. I've just played Origins more than Dreisendrach, honestly. The map's more familiar with for me.
Okay.
So that's mainly the only reason. There's nothing. I don't have anything against Dreisendrach. It's just
even though you're wrong, I'm just gonna explain why I like. I'm just fucking with you, by the way.
I know.
What I see between I explain this every podcast. You guys heard it a lot. My thing is Dreisendrach has better gameplay, has a better Easter egg, and is just better in general. Origins, I think, is only good for storyline value.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I've only completed the Dreisendrach Easter egg once, and my ass got carried through it.
I know who you're playing with. Cody and someone else.
Cody, I think Logan and Zazu.
I think it was them. I joined a party with Cody after you guys did it, and you. I think both of you were in the party.
Yeah, I always get carried through Easter egg. It's okay though. I just do it. Like I'm the guy on Easter eggs where it's like, hey, you pay for this, you train this zombie.
That's me.
And I do it. But it's not like as fun as it would be knowing the stuff, but it's so complex to me that I don't understand the story, so I don't understand what this XYZ is. So there's no point in me really trying to comprehend what's going on. So I just do it for the fun of the zombies, and then I just be that fourth wheel that's just like, hey, I'll do the grunt work for you guys, no problem. Let me just see the cutscene at the end.
Yeah, that's kind of me. The only difference between that is if it's an Easter egg, let's say we're playing with 4 people, I'll so if all of them already know the steps, I'll volunteer to be the person that trains only because I like doing that. Because if I know what I'm doing, I know exactly where to train the zombie to give them the best benefit. But if, let's say, one person on my team doesn't know what they're doing, I'll have them train the zombie. Like, for example, the Voyage of Despair Easter egg, I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't really... I think I did that with Logan, if I'm remembering right. Actually, it might not have been Logan. I don't remember who I did it with. But I was the training person. I think the only person I did was shoot some planets because they were colorblind. And they needed me to shoot the planets.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's another reason why I don't like the Voyage Easter egg, because if you're colorblind, it fucks with you. But for Blood of the Dead, I carried whoever I was with during that. The first time, I think I got carried, but my second time playing through it, I was able to. Actually, no, I only played it once. I only completed it once, but I was able. It was just me and someone else, but I think we did an even amount of training zombie and actually doing some steps. I actually found out a pretty good strat for that Easter egg to do fast. The only problem I had with that was my graphics aren't that good on my computer. So you know that step where you have to look in the screens from you go to the Go Rod Crovey thing, and you look at the screens.
I'm gonna say, what are you talking about? Go Rod Covey?
No, so it's in Blood of the Dead, but there's a Go Rod Crovey computer in Blood of the Dead that you have to
I think I know what you're talking about. Yes.
And there's a bunch of symbols and stuff. It's the powerhouse step.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So. In order to do that, you need to go to the symbols, and then you need to translate them. I was not able to see the symbols. We were able to get 2 of them. And then for the third one, we completely guessed. We had no idea, and we got it.
You lucky bastard.
We didn't fail that step. We got it, and then we did the boss fight, which is... It's an easy boss fight, but for me, it was one of the more interactive boss fights. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
That's another good thing I like about Blood of the Dead. I know it gets a lot of hate. Another question that I want to ask before you wrap things up is what's besides Origins or Der Eisendrache, what's your most favorite map in Call of Duty Zombies?
Oh, of all time?
Of all time.
Fuck, I don't know, man. That's a really hard one. Honestly, I would have to say as of lately would probably be the Giant.
Giant?
I've just been playing.
That.
I've been playing that a lot. For like vibes of like reminiscence of like old times, I'd have to say I fuck with Town on BO2.
Ooh, Town is that's one of my favorite non-official zombie maps.
Yeah.
The Town remastered map in Black Ops 3 is fucking beautiful.
Yeah. So I try to say right now the Giant.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of fuck with Transit.
Dude, honestly, if I like, yes. If I could remember everything correctly, like the Wonder Weapon and all that.
The Wonder Weapon was dog shit.
Oh,
the jet gun. That was one of the worst things about the map, Phantom. I don't know if we're still thinking about the same thing here.
I hardly remember. I just remember trying to go around the map, get all these different parts, and go with whatever and build it. And then the electric man would stop the bus in the middle of the cornfield. You'd have the little dudes that like trolls jumping everywhere. It was so chaotic.
Like a lot of the mechanics of that map might be pretty bad, but I think the map itself is pretty fun. I like the concept of it, riding a bus, and then you don't even have to ride the bus. It introduced the Galvanuckles, which are undeniably the best melee weapon in the game.
Yeah.
Even in Black Ops 4, they're the best melee weapon because they still go to a high round and they do electric shock and they do things like that. But Transit, it's not my favorite map. I like that map. I think my favorite map of all time has to be Der Eisendrache. But if we're not doing Der Eisendrache or Origins, I have to give it to a tie between Verrückt and Call of the Dead.
Respect.
Verrückt mainly for the fact because it's a scary map. It was one of the first maps. You can play a quick game of it if you want. It's not like Noct where it takes 18 minutes to finish round 1 if you get unlucky. And then Call of the Dead is just Call of the Dead, man. It's a great map.
It is. I would say the remake of that is one that I have only done I think 2 or 3 Easter eggs in my entire zombie. I've only done 2 or 3 Easter eggs in my zombies career, which is sad, but oh well.
I haven't done any Easter egg up until Black Ops 4. Black Ops 4, I did every single Easter egg except for Tog.
Oh damn.
I did the 9-1 twice. I think that's the only one I ever did twice.
Shit, dude.
Yeah, I randomly found these dudes. If you go to my server and you look at all the people that have Easter egg boys under their name, besides like Chill and a couple other people, there's a couple people on there. Oh, they're not even in the server anymore. Holy shit, it's been that long. But that Berta's a big one that I used to play with. I don't know if he even still knows who I am, but I used to play with these people a lot. We did the 9 Easter egg because I randomly joined a lobby with them and they wanted to do the Easter egg, so I was that person that trained. And then me and my friend Wolf did the 9 Easter egg because he needed to complete it, so I carried him through that. I think the only thing I couldn't do was the scorpion step where you have to shoot the symbols on the wall with the scorpion gun. I forget what it's called, but that's how long it's been since I played Black Ops 4. I can't even remember some of the weapons, dude.
True.
But yeah, those are the Easter eggs that I completed. Before we really wrap things up, is there anything else you want to add to this?
No, I'm just chilling. I think I covered most of everything to bring up. Obviously, this is going to be some trash talk that after the podcast, but you know,
we'll play some games and talk about after the podcast. Yeah. I'm probably gonna upload this on Tuesday or today, whatever you guys watch it on.
True.
But yeah, I think this is actually a pretty good place to end it. We covered a lot of versatile topics, and if you guys know, that's what I really want this podcast to be about. It's kind of like the Is What It Is podcast, where you have a specific thing that you want to talk about. I know Turbo has notebooks upon notebooks of stuff that he wants to talk about in his podcasts. I don't like planning out that much. It's a very good thing to do. Don't get me wrong. I love that he does it because it keeps things organized. But I like to freestyle these. I like to have at least 1 or 2, maybe 3 main topics that I want to cover. The main one for this was Valorant. We talked about Valorant for like 20 minutes, and then we go from the main topic branching out to different topics. That's what I love about doing these podcasts. And I've been a part of a couple different podcasts, and so far this is the way that I've loved doing them, is being sporadic, jumping out, just exploring different things besides the main topic that you're talking about. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you for tuning in. I want to thank Phantom. Thank you so much for joining on this episode.
Thanks for having me.
Definitely have to get you on again at a different time. He will be in the top link of the description. Go check him out. He's a really good content creator. One of my closest friends right now. And if you guys enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe if you are new. I probably won't, but there is a playlist of all these other podcasts. I don't know if I'm going to link it yet or not. Go check those out. I got Turbo on the podcast. I got my boy Audacity that's in almost every episode. I got Soulbound, Ray Guns, some other people. If you guys want to be in the podcast, hit me up. If you guys know people that want to be in the podcast, hit me up. Anyways, it's been your boy Brad. This has been the Porters X2 podcast. We'll see you in the next one.